able to see in the video that cross sections are the shapes that result from slicing a 3D figure. Whether you slice it diagonally, vertically, horizontally, whatever that shape is called its cross section. And that's what we're going to be looking at throughout this lesson today. So we're going to use this chart and use something online to help us kind of organize what happens with each cross section in different solids. So if we look at this chart, we have all these different 3D figures to find the cross section of. The one we are going to look at specifically together is the cylinder. So we can just go ahead and write in the name cylinder. You will have to write in the names of the others. But let's go ahead and look at the online tool we're going to be using. So you're going to go to this website. It's called GeoGebra. And it gives you all the shapes that you need. You'll see that on your sheet you have you don't have a rectangular prism, you have a cube. You have a triangular prism, rectangular pyramid, cylinder, triangular pyramid, and then a cube down here. So those are all the ones you want to be looking at. There is one on your sheet that is not on here, so you have to try that one on your own. We'll take a look at that in a minute though. But let's go ahead and look at cylinders. So right now with how it starts the image, this is parallel to the base. So if we look parallel to the base, this orange section gives us the cross section. So if we were to slice through this cylinder right where it's at, and you could move the cross section around, you can see it doesn't change as we move, but it is at the horizontal setting. So we want to keep it horizontal. This is parallel to the base, and we can see it just makes another circle. So we can go to our sheet, and we'll come back and answer these questions. So parallel to the base, if you want to put in parentheses horizontal, so you know that parallel to the base means the horizontal. And we saw that it made a circle. So that's all you have to draw. If you want to actually sketch out the cylinder with the cross section, you can try. But really all I need is just the shape drawn out. And you could even write circle if you wanted to. And then it's asking, what figure do we get when we slice it perpendicular to the base? So that's going to be vertical. So again, in parentheses, let me zoom in a little bit. You can put vertical. So then if we go back to this, you can change this to vertical, and you'll see a totally different shape. If we were to cut this cylinder in half vertically, and if you just kind of drag it, moves around, but you can see vertically it creates a rectangle. So we would want to go back in our shape, and we know, okay, vertically it creates a rectangle. And then the last one is if you were to slice it diagonally to the base. Now, diagonally to the base is a little bit different because you can make lots of shapes. Diagonally is, this is diagonally, this is diagonally, this is diagonally. So there's different shapes you can get. In a cylinder, it still can be a rectangle, or it can be what you know as an oval, more formally known as an ellipse, but it can look like this. So anything in between horizontal and vertical counts as diagonal. So there's more than one right answer with diagonal. But let's say we go ahead and have it here. We have an oval shape. So we can go back to what we have and draw an oval. And that's the shape that it creates. So you're going to do that for each of the figures. Also answer these questions. Which figure is the base? The base is our circles. And how many faces does it have? Remember, faces are flat surfaces. So for a cylinder, there's only two, the top and the bottom surface. And then, like I said earlier, the cube, the triangular pyramid, the triangular prism, and the pyramid here are all on there. The only one that isn't is here. It's our pentagonal prism. So you have to try to imagine these cross sections on your own. What would happen if you cut it horizontally? What would happen if you cut it vertically, diagonally? What kind of shapes would you get? So this one you won't be able to know for sure, but try to do this one on your own without using the online tool. So you're going to go through this fill in what shapes you get as you use this online GeoGebra tool. And that'll give you a better idea of what a cross section is. You can change some of these settings. You can move where the actual plane is that's cutting the figure. But all the shapes that you need are here. Play around with this, see what happens when you cut different 3D shapes, what different shapes result from that. All right, thank you.